today we are going to create a 3D project. And so my 3D project right here is this cute little pizza box. And I decided to cut a little shaker window in it. And this is my prototype. So I've made many mistakes on this, and so we'll correct that in the video today. I'm going to use the adorable stamp and thin cut set Celebrate Today from the card making workshop. So I will be using Yay, or maybe It's Your Day, or something of that nature, and the balloon cutout for sure. And we'll be using some of these little things for some of the stamping images to decorate our box. I did create one using colored cardstock, and it was not my favorite. I really like the starkness of this with stamping on it, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our project. One of the first things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut a piece of cardstock. You can either do colored or you can do white daisy like I have, and it needs to be 11 by 6. Okay, and when we do the 11 by 6, we are going to score it on the long side at 1, 5, 6, and 10. I still can't find my beautiful tool that goes to this, so I'm going to use, don't judge, this, and I'm going to just be very gentle when I do it so it doesn't poke through or gravitate on another line. So it's 1, 5, 6, and 10. Okay, so 1, 5, 6, 10. I'm going to turn it and do the short edge, and we're going to do it at 1 and 5. 1 and this is what happens when you don't use the right tools. It'll be fine. We'll cover that part up. Okay. You'll also want a 4 by 4 piece of cardstock. I'm going to use white daisy again, and this is going to be our centerpiece that's going to go inside. And on my prototype, I didn't quite cut it at 4 and 4. I didn't like how some of the glue could be seen. I didn't like the spacing in here. So this is why I'm going to cut it more true to what the inside of the box is going to be. So you'll need that. You're done with your scoring board, so you can put that off to the side. You'll want to fold all of your lines down, and before we do cutting and get too crazy with putting the box together, we're going to get our stamping done and our cutting, our thin cuts done in here. So I'm just going to kind of go over this and make sure that all my pieces are good and gravy. Ooh, and I'm pretty happy with that, so you can kind of see how it forms already. So I just need to determine which one's going to be the front and the back. It doesn't really matter at this point, it's just what you're deciding. So I think this is going to be my front, and this will be my inside. So I'm going to go ahead and start by cutting my die cut out on the front. Let me see really quick and make sure that this is good. I might have to trim this just slightly so that it fits on the inside once the box is folded. So let's get my paper trimmer out and trim this down just a hair. I really want a nice snug fit in there. I really don't want to take too much off. So I'm can't even tell you the measurement on that. I'm just trying to we're going by the seat of our pants, and that's okay, because that's how most of us craft anyways, right? And that looks like it's going to be a nice true fit. Okay, good. So just a hair off. Okay. So this is going to be my top or my front. So this is the part that I'm going to die cut out. And I'm going to put these two pieces together like so. And I'm going to get them right as even as possible. I'm going to grab some washi tape. This is some old washi tape we had years and years and years ago. maybe not years and years, but you get it. And I am just going to take some of that stickiness off because I don't want my paper ripped. And I want to make sure I have this in the right spot specifically because I want my windows and my pieces to line up. You know what? I cut these at the same time. I guess I'll do this twice. And what I mean by is I'll run this one through and then I'll go ahead and run the other one through as well. So I'm going to get out my cutting plates. I have a Cuttlebug, which sadly they are no longer marketing those. And so this is just going to barely fit in my machine. I'm going to put my balloon off, kind of like off to the side, maybe not. Yeah, we'll do a little off to the side work over here. I guess I left my, there it is. I've already got the sticky off of this. So use that to hold this in place. Okay. So go ahead and put this in. Run it through. One time should be just fine to get this cut. And we'll run it through another time. And this time I'm going to leave it in my piece and I'm going to flip this over. Okay, see how it's there? I haven't really moved it. And I'm going to put this in right where it needs to be. I'm just going to make sure. Perfect. And I'm going to grab another little piece of washi tape so that it stays right where I need it to. And I just take that stickiness off simply by, so it doesn't rip the paper when I'm all done. Okay. Now, by doing it this way, I ensure that nothing shifted when I cut, just helping guiding that paper through. Nothing shifted when I cut, and the windows will line up when I'm ready to put everything together. You'll need a piece of acetate. I can't really see this except for the glare. And I cut this to be 4x4 also, so I'm going to put that off to the side. Okay. And see what happens. Okay. And it's okay because that's on the inside that it kind of tore a little bit. And I'll take this one off, and we're going to be really careful with this piece because you don't want to. And I got a little jacked up when I went through there, but it's all good. Okay, so now one of our next steps to do is to stamp on the inside. So now I kind of have an idea of where, you know, this needs to go. And so I can use this also as a template. Make sure I've got it the right way to where my stamp will be going. And I'm going to go ahead and do It's Your Day. We'll just have a little block here, and I'm going to do it in black. So this is right at the bottom of the little mini pizza box. And then this stamp is designed that it kind of gives like a newspaper print feel to it. So it's not a solid stamp. So it's going to have like a pattern to it. Straight down and straight up. So it's not going to be a solid print on there. It's designed to be, you can, oh, that's a really good way to see the, oh, I'm losing my train of thought. Anywho. Okay, you get it. I'm spinning my wheels. All right, so that's going to go here. Before we get that part done, I want to decorate the front of this. So a couple of the colors, the theme that I'm going to go with is Lagoon and Pixie. It's the really cute colors that are parts of the Celebrate Today cards. I think they go really well together. So I'm going to do that, and we have some really cute itsy bitsy stamps in here. One of this is like little confetti. Sprinkles. I don't want to say confetti. Sprinkles is what I'm going to say. And so I'm going to kind of stamp around in there, and then they have a star and a couple of hearts. So, and these have that same feel, just like the It's Your Day stamp, where they're not a complete filled in pattern. It has like lines and things of that nature in there. And so I'm just kind of randomly stamping around. I'm going to stamp over top and up here. And then I'm going to fill it in with some hearts. Some pretty little hearts, and we'll do the lagoon and those colors, or maybe I'll do the stars. I think I'll just do the star. I think the star is going to be plenty. Let me grab a 1x1 block, since I have the smaller one here. Yeah, that works. We'll do the lagoon. Aren't you so glad that we have these magnetic cases and we don't have these twist ones anymore? But it's got ink on it and I love it. So I don't really want to get rid of it just yet. See, we're just decorating it and making it fun. And I think I'm going to come in a little bit of Pixie. Kind of fill in some blanks with those stars. And I'm going to come back in with the sprinkles, or maybe it is confetti, right? In the lagoon, and kind of do a little bit of the same thing. Let's grab a little scrap paper here so we can kind of go off to the side. This little flower that you see right here is part of that stamp set too. I think it's adorable. It's very, very cutesy. This is a great way to, fill in those blanks and I need it over here, and save your work. Great. Perfect. It's fun. It's flirty. Fun and flirty. I like that. Fun and flirty. So now I have this done. I'm ready to get my shaker together and moving and grooving. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to get 2 of these because I don't have a base for this to be on, so I need 2 of those. Otherwise, my sprinkles are just going to fall through. So we have 2. One's a little bit smaller, but it's going to be okay because it's going to be covered up. So I'm going to adhere one of these to this, and then the smaller one to the piece that we cut out. So I really love using this. It's Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue. It's dirty because I'm a messy crafter. And I really like this though. Like, I didn't think I was going to like this, but I'm really loving it, to be honest with you. It adheres down really nicely. It doesn't give you a whole lot of wiggle room in terms of, manipulating it. But seriously, once it's down, it's down. It doesn't do the bubble up, which we've all been there, when you put something down and next thing you know, you've got a line that you can see where the glue has dried. It doesn't do that, which I am ever so grateful for. So I am just going to reiterate my lines now that that's on there before the glue dries really quick, and make sure that I have enough space, because I don't want it to pucker and then pop off. Good. Okay. And then this needs to go this way. So I'm going to adhere that second smaller piece. I'm going to put this off to the side on this side. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing that is I'm creating a pocket now. And so it'll stick up like this. That way I have a shaker because I don't have a floor, you know, like to go through. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this around here. And then we'll put this on. And I'm just going to kind of smooth this out a little bit. It doesn't really take much time for this glue to dry, which I love that. I think that's amazing. And I'm going to cap this and I'll come back and use that in a little bit. Great. So now I have my pocket, if you will, and this is going to go here. And now all I need to do is add my 3D foam. And so what I'm going to do for that, I have some extra ones. Where are they? I'm going to use the shaker window because it's big enough to go around this. I just don't want to do 2 of these. That's why I use just a generic acetate sheet. Okay, I don't have any on that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. See, look, my scoring tool not doubles. Is it an adhesive breaker? Okay. So this is a kit that comes with, it's a shaker window foam and acetate kit. And it's to make, you know, your shaker windows or whatever. So I'm going to put this down here. Like this. Now I'm not going to peel that release paper off until I get my shaker bits on the inside, right? And then this is going to go right on top. Now, before I put this on, I really want to stabilize this. So I'm going to come back in with these extra spaces here, these extra pieces that otherwise you would just toss because you're really done with the shaker kit. But I want this to be even. I don't want any slouch in there. I don't want it to drag. I don't want it to droop. Oops. Look at me go. Look at me go. Okay. I'm just breaking those fibers up so that when I go to peel it off, it's a lot easier and it doesn't give me too much trouble. And it wouldn't really anyways. But I just kind of want to make sure. And I'm just doing this, like I said, it's for support. It doesn't have any functionality with the actual shaker itself. So now it's supported because this circle right here is going to keep all my bits in. Okay. And so now it's going to go just like so. All right. These are some shaker bits from Close to My Heart, the silver ones. I'll just put those in. I thought that those would pick up the colors on the front. Really pretty, being that white color. I don't want to put too much in, but I want to put enough in. And then we did the stars and the stamps, and these have little star shaker bits in them. Hello. Okay. He's not going in. He's stuck to me. Or there. Because that never happens. And I'm not going to edit this out. I think it's perfect to see all the guts and glory. And I just want to make sure. I'm going to kind of hold this in and see. Yep, I think that looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to very carefully peel off the release paper because if it pops, yep, see, did you see that? And it's sticky. It's not very forgiving once it goes down. Not that I have noticed anyways. Ooh, we have a gold one in there. Let's see if we can get him out. We'll get a little hook on this end. Yeah. Okay. So, oh my goodness, that guy is just driving me nuts. All right, and we're going to take the release paper off these. And this is the part where you're going to be really careful about lining this up. Okay. I think we should put some more in. What do you think? Let's see here. These are really pretty. Little tip, I could have put my hands, I have some cornstarch powder, baby powder down here in my little craft area, and I could have put my hands in there and that would have helped with the static release. I'm going to zoom in so that you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. Hopefully it doesn't kind of center this up and it doesn't shake too bad. And then I'm just going to try to move these pieces in so that I can see my balloon shape as much as possible. Make it a really good lineup. Because that's, and this glare isn't helping either. Ha! I didn't think that through, did I? Just kidding. Okay, I think I have a good look at this, and so now I'm going to go straight down as much as possible. Oh, like I said, it's not very forgiving. And I know I'm not straight because I'm paying attention to where my lines are here. Okay. There. Whew. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's pretty scary. There we go. Great. So now when we fold this up, that's not going to have that gap like I did here where I thought I needed less card. Okay. Now it shakes. Ooh, it picks those colors up very nicely. Okay, so now let's finish assembling our card. I'm going to kind of move some of these ink pads out of the way, and I am going to, oh, I think I'm going to leave it right here. I think this is a pretty good zoom. So I'm going to come in with some scissors and I'm going to cut. Okay. So I'm going to cut this way and this way and this way. And I'm going to take, where did I cut on this one? Okay. So one of these is going to be the lid and the other's not, so I don't want to cut on opposite ends. Okay. So I'm going to put adhesive here, and this is going to come up and be this part here. All right. And then, oops, I missed a pot. There we go. And then this is going to come in and we're going to put adhesive here and it's going to go that way. Okay. So we're going to put adhesive on these inside portions of the tabs, and they are going to adhere themselves right into here. And I'm going to use this. It's like a tacky style glue, and just pull this up and just do one side at a time. I said one side at a time, and then I go ahead and do the second side. It doesn't take long for this to adhere. It really, 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 really doesn't. Okay. All right. That's the lid. Here's the base. Again, we're going to put this tacky glue down here in the corner. And like I said, it doesn't take long for this to adhere. As you can see, it's already taking shape. And these tabs are going to go on the inside. So the bottom of your box, the 4 tabs will go in. The top of your box, only the top 2. Just kind of smash that around. Get some good adhesion in there, or good pressure for the adhesive, sorry. Okay, and now I'm going to do this tab, and this tab, and it's going to go on the inside. So I'm going to try and bring this out so that you can really see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to bring this one in and this one in. Okay. And there is my little box. Now, one of the last things that I really want to do is to add a little string to my balloon, which I should have done before we put it together, but it's not going to be too cumbersome. And I feel that when you do it quick, it comes out a lot better than if you try to plan it. So now I have a little string on my balloon. He's flying away with a message for a great day. And if you wanted to, you could definitely come in with the stars or the confetti and kind of, you know, do a little accent. So I'm going to come in with this little star and put him over here and one down there. It's your day. And now you can fill it with whatever it is that you want. So I have some little chocolate candies that I can put in here. And obviously I'd put more in than that. But now I have a fun little treat and a fun little box. Okay, I will list all of the supplies that were used in today's video in the comments below, and then obviously the whole list and the shopping link on my blog. You guys were amazing, and thank you for joining me. See you till next time.